Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
Why not? Let's keep the crowd in it.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go. J.J. Barea snatching it out of the air.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Mavericks with the possession. Layup goes down. Well done.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Picked up by the Mavericks. Oh, ferocious slam inside. We've reached the end of the first quarter here in Game 1. Jay and I back with more after this. This is the first round of the West playoffs on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Knocked loose. Great hustle. That's what you like to see. Mavs have it.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
Jumper's good.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
And the finish. Jay, Euro stepping for 2.
Not a Ferrari, definitely not a Lambo, but hey, get you from point A to point B.
To Nowitzki. Dirk delivers. They've been trying to figure this guy out for 20 years, and it's still not working.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Stuffs it down with authority. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
Grizzlies own the basketball. Has a chance. Now a shot by Temple. No good. Levine. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Knocked loose. To Dylan Brooks. Knocks it down from mid-range.
I 100% guarantee you that was not the play call, but a bucket is a bucket.
Here's Barea. His guys hold a commanding lead. Levine. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Now a whistle. Dallas will use the timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
The okie doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
To Conley. To Gasol. Marc Gasol. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Oh, yeah, me and you.
Lets it fly from long range. That no good. Off the mark. Memphis with the rock. Conley to Gasol. Oh, emphatic slam. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
No good.
Show me something better than that, baby. It's game time.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. Down a bundle. Knocked loose. To Luka Doncic. For three. Drains it.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what quarter wins.
Conley into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Gasol. From the painted area, won't go down. And Green able to pull down the rebound. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Mavericks.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Whistle and a timeout for Memphis as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Ah, the monster stuff.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Knocked loose. Ah, if you're a fan, you love the will and the want. Knocked loose. Eyes of the ref. He meant it. Intentional foul.
Wow, maybe a design disruption right there. Or probably just an accident.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Dallas has it. To Luka Doncic. Oh, had him going there for a second. Doncic. To Zach LaVine. Trying to cash in. Deep two there. Won't go. Anderson rocking the rim.
Wow, that was amazing.
That misses with 2 seconds to go. It's halftime here in Game 1. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Mavericks absolutely dominated the competition in the first half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Dallas Mavericks. The Grizzlies have yet to appear after one half of basketball. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. Have a look at the leading scorers. for the Memphis Grizzlies. Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Conley into the front court. His guys down big. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Across the timeline, it's Conley. He'll run the offense. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
Nice finish at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
First one goes down. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Oh, he had him there for a second. 4-3. Tough shot. Well defended. Knocked loose. Love the hustle. Sprawled down on the deck. Jordan. Oh, had him going there for a second. Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Conley to Jaren Jackson. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go. To Luka Doncic. Has a look. The jumper's off the mark. Stuffs it down with authority.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Mike Conley, a couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. First try, no good. Oh, he missed on a pair. To Luka Doncic. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Yeah, I've been in this situation before. Just raise your hand. We got to switch.
To Jaren Jackson. Curling inside. A drive to the basket, but it somehow stays out. Another follow, stays out.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. And 2 more points. The defense had him, but the good shooters find a way.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Gasol to Conley. Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Doncic. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough. Grizzlies at the controls right now. Knocked loose. Conley. To Levine. The shot almost. To Jaren Jackson. Knocked loose. Keeps it alive. Gotta love the hustle. Jaren Jackson to Gasol. Marc Gasol. He's 3 for 7.
I'm laughing because when you look at Marc Gasol, he's not the fastest big guy in the game. He's not the smoothest, nor is he the best shooter. But you know what he is? He's prepared and he's experienced. That's why he can get you 17 to 18 to 19 points per night or more, and you get a tough low post presence.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw good to cap off the 3-point play as they continue to open things up here in the 3rd quarter. It's Grizzlies ball. Knocked loose. Mavs have it. And the 2 counted at the rim for DeAndre Jordan. Took it down the lane, but it's no good.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Conley. Passed it off. And count the basket.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Nowitzki.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. First free throw is good. It's a second. One more coming. And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. Jaren Jackson with the dunk. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Fakes, drives to the rim, and scores. Deep 3 at the buzzer is locked in. That was impressive. And good work defensively as the pass is taken away. That ends the third quarter. It was a strong one for the Mavericks. Dallas with the basketballs. We begin the fourth quarter, and it might be time to empty the bench, Jay. This game appears to be well in hand.
And their starting five has certainly earned the fourth quarter off. They've been terrific this ball game. And this is the type of game where you find a chance to relax. You ice up, you watch your other teammates play, you applaud them, and you get ready for the next game.
The drive, right to the basket. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw's good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Conley into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Dallas with the possession. Turns and slams it down.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But to hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Trying to cash in. Cleans the offensive glass. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
He throws it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Nice work inside by Kyle Anderson.
And you best believe that every one of those that goes in fills the confidence meter.
Kicks it around the perimeter to Nowitzki. Off the mark. Well contested.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
DeAndre Jordan sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Anderson to Jaren Jackson. And the rebound taken in by Jordan.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
DeAndre Jordan with the block. That's his third block this evening. Marc Gasol, now 4 for 9.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
It's the Mavericks right now at the controls. To Zach LaVine. Oh, he had him there for a second. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Mavericks with the basketball. To Jordan. DeAndre Jordan, look out. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
To Levine. From long range. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. You might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat them by 50, beat them by 50. If you want to beat them by 100, keep shooting more threes.
To Jordan. Driving right to the basket. And the Grizzlies have the rebound. Anderson. Won't go down. Great pass to set it up. Zach LaVine. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
There's something that is so impressive about what we saw this evening. Not just the shot-making ability, but the fact that not every shot came from the pocket. There were some bad passes being made, and the shots came from different places around the body, which aren't usual for the typical shot. That shot-making ability, that's something special to watch.
Gasol. Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not...
And a put-back slam.
Oof. Really showing no mercy here. This one is out of hand, and the offense is still pouring it on.
To Jaren Jackson. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Keep on trying. Shot's no good there. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as a difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want.
Offensive board. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration. Long key from three-quarters court. The victory to the Mavericks. They've jumped out in front 1 game to none in this best-of-7 series. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Hey, everyone. It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Mavericks won this matchup with a significant margin. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Dallas Mavericks. The Grizzlies are no longer suffering through what was a big-time blowout. And it's games like this where veteran players can be so important. They've been through these types of blowouts, and they know what it takes to keep a locker room united.
Game track. Steals.